I'm right now in Buenos Aires.
Llegaba a lunes de la noche.
Llegué.
Llegué.
I was like, I don't know what is this.
Quiero saber si tienes como los cables por internet.
Ese valor de $130.000 sería el equivalente también de un departamento acá en
Today I wanted to take you with me, and especially with this whole language learning, because I basically trying to get the most out of my trip. Okay, so right now it's literally 30 in the morning, but in European time it's 7:30. Yeah, I'm right now in Buenos Aires. Wait, Mitch, I think that's better. I'm in Buenos Aires now, and I will stay here for 2 weeks, then 1 week in Perito Moreno. I am working in the mornings at the same time as I am working usually in Amsterdam. So that means from 9, aka that's like 5 a.m. here, until 2 p.m. I'll be working every day. And I have also then all the afternoons for myself. I'm actually waking up early, 3:30, but I can wake up at 5. But I decided to basically sleep very early. I know I'm not gonna sleep early in the weekend, but that's fine, because in the weekend I have a place I'm going to, but I want to have this kind of sleeping early during the week. I'm still taking some online class. I'm also actually have access to a lot of books in that flat, so I can also read some of the books when I'm here. And I also have a book that I bought myself, and I also will go to a tour today in Recoleta Cemetery, and it's gonna be in Spanish. So I first need to figure out how to get the Sube card. Like, I think you can get it online, but the instructions are unclear. So yeah, I think it's gonna be quite a fun day today. Not much gonna happen until 2, but I'm still gonna have my class at lunchtime. That's like in the morning, like 9 a.m. But yeah, I'll see you. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm in Argentina for like almost 4 weeks, and I'm actually in Argentina, or at least in Buenos Aires. You can drink tap water, or at least where I am, I can drink tap water. The thing is that tap water is really different everywhere, and whenever I drink normal tap water here, there's tea on it, so that's fine. I brew tea, but the taste of tap water is actually different. It's either like kind of full of mineral or something that I'm not used to. So yeah, I also bought a bottle of water that I will also bring with me. But yeah, I wanted to say, yeah, I have this whole time here that I really want to make most use of. And I also got readings. That's like a book that I bought when I was in Cordoba, and it's a really great book. I'm probably gonna make a video explaining a little bit like how can you pick relevant book for your language learning journey, because it's called La Distancia entre Nosotros, and it's a story about this family, a Mexican family, that the parent goes to the US and leave the children behind, and it's basically the story of the children. And from what I got, the woman writing it's her own story. I'm not sure if everything is really the reality or exactly how she lived this, but it's very emotional. I was about to say triste because yeah, it's very sad as well. I've started reading it, and yeah, it's actually a book that it's very welcoming. Like, I love books when they have those Look, it reminds me a little bit of the youth novel. I don't even know how you say that, but yeah. And you can see the girl is like alone. It's quite sad, right? That's how she felt. So yeah, that's something I am doing right now. I'm actually not a big reader, but I feel I'm very attracted to real stories, but also something that is dynamic and really emotional and that kind of like take me on the journey. And I think that's the type of book that I was looking for. Here also the girl, she's renting her flat and it's an Airbnb, but she has like those books on art. I really love it. But also I'm gonna show you some of the book that she has. It is in Spanish. And she has so many things. Like this is like arte contemporáneo, arte contemporáneo, arte contemporáneo, arte contemporáneo, arte contemporáneo. Well, I love those things. It's like I love art in general, and I'm just really bad at art. I know I really don't know much. I'm trying to learn more about it, and here you have really contemporary pieces explained, and yeah, in Spanish basically. And it's quite funny because Spanish and French are very similar, so when I'm reading those type of books, then yeah, it makes quite some sense. There's not much problem. But she also have other books. She have this book. That's like not even a book, that's like a dictionary or whatever, I don't know. But it's the same. She have for example, famous photographies. Super great, and the explanation as well. It's you have in different explanation, and they're all like in Spanish. She also have a encyclopedia. It says it's bilingual, but I felt like it was only Spanish. No, I only see Spanish right now. I'm like, am I going crazy? No, but you have also about art. Yeah, it's great. They also have a part on architecture. I feel like I really miss having those books. When I was younger, I asked my mom, I begged my mom to buy me an encyclopedia when the people were coming and they're like, oh, introducing me. Like the salespeople that would come to your house and say like, hey, buy those books. And I begged my mom to buy them and she bought it for me, and I'm very grateful that she bought it. This is how I learned to use chopstick, like when I was younger. Because back home where I am from in Northern Ireland, when I was younger, it was really not like Asian food was not a thing. Like we have Chinese food where we eat it with forks and spoons, but it's part of our food. We don't really consider the Chinese food as outside of our food because that's like a whole nother story. But the whole point was that they had a drawing and explanation on how to use chopstick. And when I use chopstick, like I have really good skills. Let me show you. I have chopstick here. So you just put one here and one here. This one hold here, and then you have like the full mobility. Like I can do everything with that. Like literally, like that's the way. And how I learned using chopsticks was an encyclopedia. So, guys, never sleep on encyclopedia. You're gonna learn so much. So that's the thing that I used today for the chicken. And actually the zanahoria, I struggle so much to remember that things like carrots. I was at a restaurant a few days ago in Cordoba, and the guy told me that zanahoria, and I was like, I don't know what is this. So instead of googling it or asking him if he knew the word in English, I asked him, hey, can you explain it to me? Can you describe it? And then he did like it was really funny. He did like this and this, and I was like, I'm not really sure. And he was like, bunny, and I was like, bunny? Is there like bunny meat in there, like rabbit meat? And then I understand like, oh, it's the rabbit eats, and that's carrots. So sometimes, yeah, that's the way. So when you learn this way, with what it means, you actually retain more, because you associate the translation or the word with an actual memory. Like in my case, quite funny memory, because I thought if there is rabbit meat in the salad, so no, it's just carrots. Lesson learned.
¿Cómo estás hoy? ¿Ya estás en Buenos Aires?
Sí, sí, ahora estoy en un piso durante 2 semanas. Llegaba a lunes de la noche. Sí.
Llegué.
Llegué. Ajá. Llegué a las... llegué lunes. Sí. Ok. Sí, sí.
Bien.
So apparently I have to buy the ticket online. That's actually very annoying to do the whole process. Like I never understand why they're asking to do this, because I will use this website only once. So they should have also the option to just buy the ticket. But yeah, let's just do that. Yes. So yeah, it's 17k Argentinian pesos to buy. But yeah, I can now buy the ticket for Recoleta Cemetery. Okay, actually I've tried and it's not possible to buy online, because I cannot put my ID in the form. It says also like the DNA, NDA, NDI, but that one, if I click it, it's only numbers, and the other one, when I put others, I cannot even validate it. So yeah, I just need to go. I'm gonna get ready and try to figure it out if I can do it directly there. They say everywhere that it has to be done online, but I'm not really sure why it doesn't work. So.
Hola, ¿cómo
Hola.
estás?
Bien. Quiero saber si tienes como los cables por internet.
¿Cables?
Cables, ¿sí?
Sí.
¿Cuántos son?
Ya te muestro.
Ok.
¿De qué largo?
2 metros. Sí.
Ujú.
Y también tienes trípodes para los teléfonos, o solo para las cámaras.
Perdón, trípodes para teléfono.
No.
Algo debo de tener, ya te digo.
Sí.
¿Y me dijiste qué más?
Y el
Cable de red.
cable, sí,
¿De qué
para
largo?
de 2 metros. Sí,
¿De 2 metros?
sí, para Ethernet.
Sí.
Sí. Gracias. Sí, como eso. Creo que es, sí.
Sí, eso está buscando.
Sí.
Es buenísimo, porque inclusive si querés colgar el celu de
Ajá.
algún lado,
Eso es como
es
eso.
totalmente articulado.
Sí,
Entonces
sí.
querés colgarlo, no
¿Y
sé,
cuándo
acá,
haces
lo
esto?
colgás ahí, ¿ves?
¿Y esto cuántos es?
Este vale 7.000.
7.000. Y esto 8. ¿No tienes más?
¿Más corto? Sí, tengo.
Sí. I can do the things. Okay, so I got the card, and the guy was really funny actually. He was like, yeah, you can only recharge here. And I was like, oh no, why? And then he was like, yeah, is there a problem if you only recharge there? And I was like, no. So yeah, he made a joke, so that was funny. I joke in Spanish, so let's go now. Okay, I missed the 17 because the guy didn't stop. So now I have to figure out another way to get there. So I probably gonna be late, so I'm not sure how it's gonna work.
Y esto va a suceder en práctica y también todo un lugar de gran concentración de músicos, de cantantes de tango. Así que Chacarita, que es el segundo cementerio de la ciudad, suele tener más esa impronta más artística de esta puerta. Y van a notar que arriba del lucernario hay otra cúpula cerrada que adentro Salvador María del Carril. Eran momentos, eran tiempos a donde la mujer no manejaba muy y la vendieron en $135.000.
¿Cuántos metros?
Y debe ser unos 40 metros cuadrados, o sea, una tumba bastante grande. Ese valor de $130.000 sería el equivalente también de un departamento acá en Recoleta. O sea,
So yes, what a day. I think it was really great today. I got my Sube card. I also went to the cemetery. I did the whole tour in Spanish, and that was so great. 2 hours of Spanish, and I had last Saturday almost 10 hours of Spanish, but at that time today was more like listening about historical event, people that died, and you know, kind of part of the history of Argentina in Buenos Aires. And yeah, I really liked it. I think it's really great. Like I was a little bit afraid that maybe the Spanish tour is gonna be too hard, or I would not maybe feel comfortable with the level. And then when I just arrived, they say, oh, they were like, it's gonna be in English and Spanish. And I was actually disappointed because I was like, oh no, I really wanted it to be in Spanish. But then I realized that they split into groups, so I picked Spanish, the Spanish group, and the one of the non-Spanish native, but she would be able to speak really well, and then the rest were Spanish speakers from different places: Colombia, Puerto Rico, Mexico. So yeah, and also people from Buenos Aires también, also. So yeah, that was a really great experience. I definitely think I will do it again, another walking tour in Spanish, because yeah, I kind of like it, and it's a way to kind of see how useful is the language, because then I can do the tour in Spanish and I'm fine, and I actually really enjoyed it. So yes, now I'm just gonna descansar for the rest of the evening, clean a bit, eat a bit, and cook. So yeah, that was a really great day. It's my first time doing this type of video, so I'm kind of experimenting. I wanted to record in different places, but because I'm not really sure how safe it is to just pull out your phone here, and I'm not used to it, so I didn't do really a lot of recording, but I think I was still great too.